Yo, what's good, YouTube? I forgot to mute it. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jazz, and I am back again with yet another banger. And today, I got you guys with the best rep methods video. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm literally just gonna zoom out and show you. Level 31. I've been at level 31 for the whole week because I have not rep grinded a single day this week since Monday. So I feel like I'm still pretty decently top rep. Like, obviously, if I do this, I'm not gonna be top rep because there's other people higher reps than me, but I should be at 32 tonight. Anyways, this is a rep methods video. I got to level 30 over the weekend, so I think I know what I'm talking about. You know, how to rep up fast, what builds to use, where you should be playing for rep, all that type of stuff. I'll pretty much go over it, and yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so if you watched that intro, you basically know I'm gonna go over a few main things. Now, the first section of the video is obviously going to be what builds you're going to want to use. Now, as you can see from the intro, I am on my playmaking shot creator. So let's just go to the menu. Since I have Next-Gen, I'll talk and describe what the first part of the video is while it's loading. So basically, I'm going to be showing you guys the pie charts I would use. I'm going to be showing you guys the builds you would use, the builds I used to hit level 31 this season already. So obviously, as you can see, I have 2 play shots. Now, these aren't play shots with defense in them at all. So like, they're kind of quote unquote staged, but they're not. They don't have green in their pie chart, is what I'm saying. Like, that's not the main thing. This is a lockdown build. It's decent with dribbling, but it's definitely not the best. Mid-range facilitator is my popper build that I made day 3. Something like that. It's very similar to Powers if you know that build. Offensive initiator, that's another guard build I'm working on. It's more for the ones. I wouldn't use that. Two-way slasher, definitely just for the ones. Do not use this for rep grinding. You're gonna have a hard time. Unless you're catching the lobs. Two-way playmaker, same thing. But I did use my two-way playmaker for the pro-am and stuff when I would play with Hydra and Lando, because Hydra and Zenith more accurately. It is possible to rep grind on this build, but it's so hard to ISO consistently. Like, I would be playing for hours on end on this build, ISOing and playing lock. That gets boring, it gets tiring, and it gets stressful. So I don't do it anymore. Then you have a glass finisher and a play shot. So basically, if I come down here, don't need this build. Don't need a play shot. Have one of those. So basically, I'm gonna show you guys the best guard build that you want to, make for, rep. So obviously, point guard. You can go shooting guard. Depends on how tall you make it. If it's for the 2s, I say 6'2", 6'4". If it's for the, for the 3s, 6'2", 6 foot, something like that. So since this is a guard, you're gonna look for this pie chart right here. This pie chart is just the best pie chart. It's best for my career, it's the best for park, it's best for stage, it's the best for rep grinding. It just is, because you get the most rep for shooting and scoring the ball by shooting, and then by playmaking. Obviously my two-way playmaker has where is it? My two-way playmaker has this pie chart, so I would get rep for steals and blocks and stuff like that. But when you're playing with a glass spinner and glass finisher, you're not getting that many blocks because they're getting the blocks. So you end up not getting a lot of rep that way. It is possible though, because I obviously hit level 30. But the only other pie chart I would use other than this is probably a variation with, like a variation where green and yellow are still the main ones, but obviously, or even this one, but like, that's just not a guard, you know what I mean? So I would definitely go with this pie chart. Depends on how tall you make it, but I went speed pie chart with my play shot. Basically, don't worry about finishing. Finishing is the last thing you want to worry about on this build. You want to make sure shooting is decent. What I did on my play shot is just max the shooting, just because it's a stage guard, you know what I mean? So like, I want to make sure I can shoot. Same thing with playmaking. People say you don't need 24 playmaking. I have 19 on my two-way playmaker. I wouldn't mind having 5 more. Just seems pretty chill. Obviously then that means I can go down here and upgrade this stuff. So obviously if this is in the 1, so you're never gonna be in the paint anyway. So I just put up, you know, defensive rebound. I would have something like this year. I just went for 10 badges because I'm used to that, and then you could do this the other way. Yeah, something like this. So this wouldn't be too bad. That way, if you end up having to drive, you can get the layup, or even taking driving dunk off and putting it on a close shot. I would do something like this. Obviously, my main play shot that y'all see streams and stuff, I actually went down here and maxed out stuff. So I would have 10, and then I would do this and go up to driving layup and do this. So define and body shape, I've never talked about this. Again, I'm gonna do multiple videos, and I'm just gonna assume that people notice by now. It's January. This is the best body shape in the game. I told my friend Lando this. Why did you make your build burly? He said, oh, I wanted to make it look big. No, it makes your build look fat. No offense, but it just, especially paired with a slow speed, nobody's gonna take you serious. Unless you're like a big, then that's the only reason you should be burly. But define just gives you the longest wingspan. So like, if you're gonna go minimum wingspan, why not use define? Why come down here and use slight? You know what I mean? When define literally gives you a long wingspan just cause. A lot of people say it doesn't matter. So I think this is the height of my play shot that I use. As you can see, nothing really takes a hit. The only thing it does is help the acceleration, speed, and ball handle. And then I went all the way down, so I would get 99 acceleration when I max this build out. And then you could go max wingspan. You could, but there's really no point. Kind of just minimize it. It's a play shot. And then you obviously do spot up shooter. That's pretty much a play shot. So we're gonna actually jump cut to what I would think the best big build is, and then I'll tell you the best lock build for rep, even though I already told you. Alright, so now that we are back, this is a power forward. Obviously, this doesn't matter because the way I'm gonna be making this, I'm gonna be making it traditional. This is for rep, you know? So traditionally, you would go with a finishing pie chart. I'm just gonna go with this just to keep it simple. So basically, you wanna go speed pie chart, speed kills, obviously. These two need to be maxed off rip, even this one. All 3 of these need to be maxed. You can come back to that later. If you're playing rec, upgrade your free throw. Personally, I'm not gonna be worried about this too much because I'm just gonna rely on the guards to make their free throws. Anyways, you wanna, you know, do something like this, you know, something like that. It's not the most important thing, and obviously, you know, we're gonna adjust this as we go. We'll make sure the block is upgraded. We'll make sure the interior is upgraded. And as you can see, we kind of have something going here. And then you can choose between post hook and close shot. Either one is fine. You just get way more on close shot. Anyways, 23, 1, 10, 23. Overkill, like I said. Defined. As you can see, burly just makes you look bigger. It makes you look bigger, and just define gives you a long wingspan. Height, personally, and I'll put this on the screen. So right here, as you can see, that is the height of 2.03, and obviously I'm looking it up right now. Don't know off the top of my head, cause you know, just yeah. Anyways, I would probably go a little lower. Probably go like this low at the most. This low at the most, because obviously 6'8" in feet, and I'll actually, you know, put that on the screen. 6'8" is pretty much what I would go for, and 6'8" is, wow. I'm trying to do this live, and Google just did not help me out. Okay, it says, Google says 2.07, so I'm not gonna put it on the screen. Obviously you can see 2.07, obviously that's not possible. You can just go right here. So yeah, and then you want to like go all the way down and wait. Max the wingspan. Obviously, this build's a little short. It's like the blah build from last year, but it's not too bad. You get all the takeovers you need. Don't know how you get play take. Glass going finisher, as I said, if you want a better glass finisher, you can go look at another video. But I'm gonna skip the lot. Just use like a two-way playmaker. That's what I use to get 30, and I'm gonna explain that in the next part of the video. Alright, so we're in the park, and I'm gonna just drive around while I'm talking about this. But basically, as you can see, we have the 2s courts and the 3s courts. Now, we talked about the builds already. Like I said before in the past few videos I've done on rep methods, if you can't play the 2s is infinitely better for rep. And I'm gonna explain this with simple math. 1 + 1 is 2. 1 + 1 + 1 is 3. You have to share the rep with 3 people. That's 33% of the rep goes to everybody if you're sharing it evenly. If not, somebody's getting left out, aka lockdown. Personally, I've gotten the backhand of this, which is why I suggest people play 2s for rep, but then a lot of the events, like Park After Dark, are on the 3s. Now, obviously, they have 2s courts, but not a lot of people can shoot in that type of event because of the quote-unquote delay, which is another thing I want to talk about, which is Pro-Am. Pro-Am is really good. That's how I pretty much got 30, and I'm not talking about private Pro-Am. There's people that do that. I was talking about ranked Pro-Am. I will literally show you my record right now. Like, it's not a good record, but to show you I don't do private Pro-Am, I actually play ranked. Anyways, let's just continue on with the video, and I'm out of my go-kart. Wonderful. Let's just keep talking. Anyways, Pro-Am is really good, you know, throwing lobs and playing defense. It's also back-to-back games, which is why a lot of small people love it, because YouTubers get back-to-back games. Personally, and if I can find the tweet, I'll put it up. Power said that Rec is really good as well. I vouch for Rec, but it's the same principle. You're sharing rep with 5 people, with a plus of everybody getting good rep if you play good. Okay, on to the next part of the video, and I'm gonna go to a new spot for this, but I will see you guys there. Alright, we're in the stage to talk about the next part of the video, and honestly, this is the most important, and that's a full-on court. This is the most important part of the video. Why did I zoom out? 2K, work with me here. Anyways, this is the most important part of the video. You want to play games. Now, obviously, as you can see, the stage is popping. It's not popping enough. Please do not play in stage for rep. I don't know why people do this. I don't. Play stage for VC. As you can see, I have no VC because I spent it all on 2 builds. Unlike friends like Moneyline that spend VC on 7 different builds, I spent it on 2, so I actually have 2 decently upgraded builds, i.e. my play shot. Anyways, I'm gonna pop up a screenshot that I took a while ago, but during this season, so it's relevant. It's like 15K. That's pretty much the max rep for lockdown guard, pretty much anything. Now, I haven't seen anything higher than 15K, 16K, something around there. That's what you want to aim for, and yeah, it's pretty simple. It's the most important part of the video, yet the shortest. Last part of the video, since this is a rep methods video and nothing else, well, actually there's 2 more things. Make sure you play events. Now, I'm going to go through the list for season 4 and just tell you all the good ones so you don't waste your time. Don't play cages. Just play regular park. Cages is literally less rep. It's like 1/3 of the rep. So like double time, like 2x rep is still less. It's bad. Dunkfest, really good event. It's in park. So back-to-back games almost all the time. It's a lot better. This is even better if they do it correctly. Now, obviously, it's deck party, so it's just going to be top deck, and it's going to be cages and the deck. So, obviously, if you can get some next-gen people, you can play the 5v5 deck and get consistent back-to-backs. Not much outside here than that. Wish that deck party meant all the decks, but 2K would never do that. Rec is also a really good one. I'm going to personally be playing this on next-gen, because I think it's this weekend, or one of the weekends. I think it might even be tomorrow. I don't know. I'm doing this on Couraging because next gen's a little weird. It's different, you know. Teammate grade. If you guys want a next gen one, I'll do it in a part 2 for season 4. But rec is really good. Park After Dark, I have PTSD from that event, but it is really good for rep if you do get good teammates. Now, finally on to the last part of the video, we have XP coins. Now, obviously I have 5 XP coins. I just do quests for them. As you can see, I'm on so many builds. Like this one says, talk to Uday, and basically this quest is dunk 5 times in my career. Very simple, you get 30 XP minute, well, 30 XP coin words, right? And then you want to just look, small XP reward. Like I said, that's not the best, but it does give you XP at the end of the day. Same here. You know, another XP coin I haven't unlocked. You can unlock that on multiple builds, I think, as well. How I stack them up. Like I said, this is one of those. As you can see, there's no more quests that I can do on this build for XP coins, but just stack your XP coins and it will help you out a lot. But it's been your boy Jazz. Let's do the outro. So, you know, follow the socials. Jazz up next on every platform. I'm not gonna put the socials up because I still have to work on shading, because it doesn't look too good now. I'll just pop it up on the screen so you guys can see. Like it's not too bad, but it's still kind of bad. So we're just not gonna worry about it at the moment. Follow the socials if you want. It's been your boy Jazz. I'm out. Peace.
New shirt, gotta pop my tags. New whip, I'ma ride so fast. I just wanna be somebody that you care about. So everybody else, get him out, cut him out. Everybody else, get him out, cut him out. I don't wanna be somebody you don't give a fuck about, yeah. Yeah, run it back, yeah. Met a bad chick, put her on my lap, yeah. I'ma bag this, how to get the snap, yeah. I'm a savage, put her in the back, yeah. Hey, run it back, yeah. Met a bad chick, put her on my lap, yeah. I'ma bag this, how to get the snap, yeah. I'm a savage, put her in the back, yeah.